Today we're going to talk about when you're testing or researching retaaa. It is designed for the subject to eat, um, mainly breakfast, uh, to stop the gastric bloating, stuff like that, because it will bloat you because it does slow down your gastric digestion to make you feel fuller longer. And you want to make sure to keep food in there. If not, you get airy and burp a lot, and it can be a discomfort, which goes away, but you need to eat. I've had a few test people uh, contact me and say, I can't eat. It's bloating me so bad. But, well, they don't eat. They stop eating because they're bloated. Well, if you eat, it makes it digest. So it'll stop the bloating. Because the GLP-3, the retatrutide, actually helps gut inflammation, uh, digestion, ramps up your metabolism, does multiple, helps your liver, kidneys. I mean, it is a very good compound. Uh, After a year of research, I haven't found anything that's bad, other than the mild side effects that it has: diarrhea, constipation, bloating, um, injection site discomfort. That's the basic stuff that they have to say pretty much with everything. Right now, I think Eli Lilly's trying to ban it for people to be able to even test it, because they want to corner the market. It's such a good product. So you have to make sure to eat at least 3 to 4 times a day. Small, cut out the carbs. Not cut out, but just minimize the carbs. Say 200 carbs a day, 300 at the most. The more protein, because the heavier the food, the more it sits at the bottom of the stomach. It digests better instead of floating around, causing gas and gastric and stuff like that. Another thing is a lot of water. I mean, a gallon of water a day at minimum really helps. I've seen subjects in a month lose 20 pounds, in a month lose 10 pounds, 5 pounds. Uh, it just depends on the visceral fat that they have, like the hard condensed fat. If that's the case, like if you push on your stomach and it's real fluffy and moving, and you're going to lose a lot of water weight quick. I mean, you lose 20 pounds in a month, 2 months, you could lose 40, 50 pounds. It's very possible. Not likely, but possible depending on how big the person is. The second thing is the visceral fat. It takes a long time. It could be, you could be in 6 weeks, you could only see a 10-pound loss. That doesn't mean it's not working. It means it's burning the fat. And the burning the fat takes a while. And you won't notice a scale change as much as your size change in the form of your, in the mirror. It's really, really super. The ones I've seen, had one test subject that's on it that had cancer, um, and she stopped the GMOs, the gluten-free diet, and she was testing the Retta, and it was amazing at the difference. Within a couple of weeks, she was on it for a couple of months, was bloating really bad still, and couldn't figure out why. It stopped the gluten, and amazing is what it's done. I mean, absolutely amazing. I thought she was working out. She hadn't worked out. She don't do. She works like an animal, but she doesn't work out. So I mean, it really works for her. Another subject I have, he doesn't work out. He goes to work every day, works 8, 10 hours a day, goes home. He's lost 50 pounds in about 4 months, and just the difference, because it retains most of the muscle. Bodybuilders, excellent. I consider myself bodybuilding and physique. Uh, and like I said, when I was testing it, I went from 12.5% body fat down to like 5. That's currently what I'm sitting at right now, which I got told I was gross. But I do have to put on a little more weight. I'll probably slow it down. Most bodybuilders run 2 milligrams a week for insulin sensitivity, so the muscles can absorb the insulin and grow, and glycogen and all that good stuff. Um, I know quite a few bodybuilders that do it for contest prep. Very, very good uh, product. So just make sure you eat, because it will stop working. It will. It's not really. It's designed to have food with it. If you have any questions, and of course you've already got my DM and everything, feel free to call or text me or DM me, and I can give you my best knowledge. And like I said, I'm not a doctor by any means. The stuff that I get overseas, which everything comes from overseas, is tested by the company, also tested by us, which is a group of us that get together and buy quantities. That's why we can get it at a lower cost. And we send vials out to have tested for heavy metals and purity, and we make sure it's good stuff that we're not putting in our bodies for testing. So you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.